Some afternoons end a career. This one ends an empire. 9 hours of fighting on 4 square miles of Belgian farmland, and when the smoke clears, 23 years of European war are finished. One army walks off this ground intact, the other stops existing. Here is the ground, Waterloo, the 18th of June, 1815. 6 moments, 1 map. Start with the shape of it. 2 low ridges, a shallow valley between them, and a road running north to Brussels. Wellington holds the northern ridge with roughly 68,000 men. Napoleon holds the southern one with 73,000. Blücher and the Prussians are somewhere east, marching unseen. Look at the red line and notice what you cannot see. Wellington puts the bulk of his infantry on the far slope, behind the crest, out of sight and out of artillery range. The reverse slope. Napoleon will spend most of the day attacking a position he cannot properly read. 3 strong points anchor the front: Hougoumont on the right, Haye Sainte in the center, Papelotte on the left. At 11:30, the blue blocks move first against Hougoumont. Raye's Second Corps. On paper, this is a feint, pressure on Wellington's right to pull reserves away from the center before the real blow lands. The farmhouse does not cooperate. Walls, a chapel, an orchard, a wood, and inside it, the Coldstream Guards, who decline to leave. Watch how the blue accumulates. A diversion that was meant to cost a division ends up consuming Raye's corps for the rest of the day. The battle within the battle has begun, and it is the French who are pinned. 80 guns open on the Allied center left. Then the columns come. d'Erlon's First Corps, roughly 16,000 men in 4 blocks, moving north across the valley toward the ridge either side of Haye Sainte. This is the real attack. Break the center, cut the Brussels road, and the Anglo-Allied army has nowhere to go but backward and apart. Column is a formation built for weight, not for firepower. Only the front ranks can shoot. The mass behind them exists to push. Against a shaken line, it works. Against a steady one, it presents a very large target. The columns reach the crest. Some of the Allied units break. The Dutch-Belgian brigade in front gives way, and for a few minutes the ridge looks open. Then the heavy cavalry arrives. The Union Brigade, coming over the rise at the walk, then the trot, then downhill into the flank of men packed too tight to form square. Columns cannot answer horsemen from the side. The blue blocks come apart on the map because they came apart on the field. Eagles taken. 2 French divisions wrecked in 20 minutes. And then the British heavies do not stop. They ride on into the French position, into fresh artillery and waiting lancers, and they are cut to pieces on the way back. Wellington's best cavalry is spent by 2 o'clock. He will feel that absence for the next 4 hours. Marshal Ney looks at the ridge and reads it wrong. He sees wagons and wounded moving north and calls it a retreat. He decides to finish it with horsemen. What follows is one of the strangest hours in the history of European warfare. Roughly 9,000 cavalry, cuirassiers, lancers, chasseurs, sent uphill against unbroken infantry, with almost no infantry of their own and almost no artillery to prepare the way. Infantry in square is a fortress with no gate. Bayonets out, 4 faces, no flank to find. A horse will not charge a hedge of steel. So the blue washes into the gaps between the red squares, mills there under close-range volley fire, and drains back down the slope. Then it comes again, and again. Somewhere between 11 and 12 times. The map looks like the French are everywhere and winning. They are neither. Cavalry can surround infantry. It cannot destroy it. The squares are shrinking as men fall and the survivors close ranks, but not one of them breaks. Ney has just burned the French cavalry arm for nothing. The ground the horses could not take is still going to have to be taken by men on foot. Now the French get it right. La Haye Sainte, the walled farm in the middle of the field, has been held all day by the King's German Legion. At 6 o'clock, they run out of ammunition. The resupply never reaches them. Infantry and artillery come at the walls together, properly combined at last, and the garrison is overwhelmed. This is the most dangerous moment of the day for Wellington. The farm sat like a breakwater in front of his center. With it gone, the French push guns and skirmishers to within 150 meters of the ridge and begin shooting into the Allied line at close range. Look at the center and count what is holding it. Regiments at half strength, battalions that were brigades this morning. Behind them, almost nothing, because the reserves have already gone in and the heavy cavalry died at 1:30. Wellington says the words that define the hour. Give me night or give me Blücher. The map does not lie. The middle is one good push from gone. Napoleon has one thing left. The Imperial Guard, unbeaten in 20 years, the reserve he has been holding since morning. He sends them up the slope toward the Allied right center. Watch the two edges of this map at once, because that is the whole battle. While the Guard climbs, gray blocks are coming in on the French right. Bülow's Prussian corps has been feeding into the village of Plancenoit for 2 hours, and Napoleon has already sent his young Guard east to hold it. Now Zieten's corps arrives further north and links with the Allied left near Papelotte. The French are being attacked from two directions by two armies that have finally joined hands. And the Guard walks into the reverse slope one last time. Wellington has men lying down in the corn ahead of them. They stand, they volley at 40 paces, and the head of the column disappears. The Guard stops. The Guard falls back. The army watching from below has never seen that happen. The cry goes along the French line. The Guard is falling back. Everything after that is collapse. Wellington rides to the crest and waves his hat forward, and for the first time all day, the red line leaves the ridge and comes down. The Prussians press in from the east. What was an army an hour ago becomes 40,000 men on one road, moving south in the dark. 2 squares of the old Guard stand and are destroyed where they stand. Napoleon leaves the field in a carriage, then on horseback. Look at the last clear shape on this map. Red on the ridge, gray on the flank, blue scattered south, and no longer a formation anybody commands. 9 hours, 4 square miles, roughly 47,000 men dead or wounded on that ground. Napoleon abdicates within 4 days. Within 8 weeks, he's on a ship to the South Atlantic, and he never sees Europe again. Every war he started, every border he moved, every crown he handed out, settled on one afternoon on a farm road outside Brussels. That is what an afternoon can cost. This map is the last one in the Napoleonic Age.